Welcome to Cracking the Cold One. It's your boy Brandon Tucker, whatever my name is at this point. I don't even know anymore. And I'm here with Giggity Gopher. We're here to bring to you the graps, the raps, and the gaming maps to get you through your week. Giggity, how you doing?
Hey.
You enjoy your WrestleMania weekend?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was fucking great. Except for that one thing, or two.
Yeah, saw a lot of ricochets.
Yeah, Ricochet was all over the place, out of nowhere. Except for Randy. Randy wasn't Ricochet.
Randy was not Ricochet. We had the Hall of Fame, TakeOver, Mania, Raw, and SmackDown. We're going to cover all of those. But first, we have a little bit of 90s gaming nostalgia.
Oh, shit.
Justin, you want to tell them about that?
Spyro Reignited? What was it called? Spyro Reignited Trilogy?
Ah.
I believe that's some of that nature. So it's first three Spyro games, HD, all that good shit, coming to PS4 and Xbox One. I don't know about Switch. I don't think Switch was announced yet. But PS4 and Xbox One were announced. So that's going to be coming out. And that's cool. I've never played the games myself personally, but they were around in a time where I didn't really play 3D platformers. I kind of stopped after Nintendo 64. But it's something I've definitely wanted to try.
Yeah.
But it has that problem of old game controls.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm hoping, when they do these kind of re-releases, sometimes it helps that.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's the case here.
See, my thing was, when they announced it, I wasn't really a big Spyro person as a kid. I was mostly Crash. When I played Spyro, it was mostly because of the demo disc that you would get out for PlayStation.
Yeah.
So it didn't pique my interest, but I have some interest in it because the Crash trilogy, while it made me punch my wall, I had a little bit of fun with it, so I might as well get back into Spyro, or try Spyro, shall I say, since it's going to be remastered.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Isn't it released the same month as Spider-Man?
Oh, holy shit, I did not check about that, and now I'm upset because I want Spider-Man too. Well, I know I'm going to get Spider-Man first, though. I know I am.
Yeah, I haven't really ever been into Spider-Man either, as far as gaming goes. Yeah. But there was just the one PlayStation 2 game I played that had the funny tutorial guy. But
Nolan North? Was it Nolan North? No, it was
it was Bruce Campbell, wasn't it?
Bruce Campbell was Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell. I love the tutorial thing with him, so that was that. But I haven't really been able to get into Spider-Man video games otherwise, but this new one looks
I think the last one I had was Web of Shadows. I think that's what it was. I had it on the Wii, so I'm pretty sure I had the weaker version of the game. But I had fun with that, so I mean...
I did play one of the Amazing Spider-Man ones. I think it was the second one, which was very bad. It wasn't a fucking Wii U version or some shit. It was PlayStation 4 or 3, whichever fucking one it was at the time.
Then it was just a bad game. It wasn't because it was the Wii.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was not... I think... the first Amazing Spider-Man game was good, but then the second one just completely fucking sucked. And I don't know why, but yeah.
I don't know. But like we said, Spyro, whenever the hell, because we didn't check out a date for it. Well, I mean,
I'm pretty sure it's the same month as Spider-Man. Don't know the exact date though.
Yeah. Oh, well, you have the month. You also have Google. I can't tell you everything. We're just here to supply certain things.
Certainly.
But on from that, because we have a lot of shit to cover over the last few days.
You hear those papers? You hear those papers flapping? That's a lot of notes there.
I guess we can start with the Hall of Fame, since, of course, that is what started our WrestleMania weekend.
God damn, Hillbilly Jim.
I will have some words about that in a second. Our inductees were the Dudleys, Hillbilly Jim, oh sweet Jesus, Ivory, Kid Rock, Jarius for our Warrior Award, Mark Henry, and Bill Goldberg. Am I missing anybody, Justin?
It feels like you are, but I don't think you are. I don't know.
It feels weird.
Yeah, I feel like there's one or two too short, but I can't think of anyone.
I don't know. I maybe when I get through these notes, I can figure something out.
Yeah, maybe.
But first things first, something that I want to get out of the way. Can we stop having Jerry Lawler host these every year? I'm getting sick and tired of the bad jokes and the pity laughs that he's getting.
Give it to Jarius. Let Jarius host.
Yeah, see, if we've learned anything from the Hall of Fame, giving Jarius any kind of hosting duties will be fine with the world. God damn it. Another question that I have, since we are going to get into our first inductee, the Dudleys, does Does anyone remember their last WWE run? Because I surely didn't.
They were heels, I think, at some point. And
at some point.
They refused to use tables because they were heels. So
which made no sense.
That's about all I remember. They wanted to piss fans off because, hey, you like tables? Well, fuck you. The Dudleys. Yeah.
Then they gave up and retired and then gave us tables. And it's like, so what was the point of, you're still heels right now. Why are you giving us the tables if you're still heel?
Yeah, it was weird.
Something that they also forgot that the weekend decided to pay attention to later on. We talked about how they were the multiple-time tag team champions in every company they were in, but they forgot one in particular. Yeah. TNA. Which
Kurt Angle didn't forget TNA.
Kurt Angle did not, in fact, forget TNA. And it seems as though in a lot of the highlights and the footage for the weekend and the video packages, there was a lot of TNA in there as well, so WWE seems to have forgotten them when they want to, like everything else in their history.
Yeah. A lot of TNA in that AJ Styles video package.
There was a lot of TNA in there. You even got to see Christopher Daniels at one point.
Yeah. He once pointed at me.
He was pointing at you. Edge decided he wanted to take shots at fans who were pissed that Paul Heyman were inducting the Dudleys. But if it wasn't Paul, who else could it have possibly been?
Don't the Dudleys hate Paul Heyman?
Oh, yeah. Christian made a joke about that, saying they owed them money.
Yeah, it was also... I heard that, and then also, he sold their names to WWE, which is why Bully has to use Bully Ray outside. And apparently they were pissed off about him at that. At him about that.
Paul just out here selling people's names. It's another thing about the Hall of Fame, and especially this specific segment of inductees that kind of got my attention. Why was there a table spot at the Hall of Fame ceremonies? That poor man was letting them know that they needed to wrap up, and they put him through a table.
Put him straight through that table.
But
Jesus.
Seems as though we could have used this guy, in the next segment of inductees with Hillbilly Jim going a damn hour.
Yeah, so that was the Dudley's fault. That's why he went so long, because the Dudleys took out the guy who was supposed to tell him to stop.
If it wasn't for them putting him through the table, Goldberg would have had an entire audience for his speech.
Yeah, they were. Some people were out. They were there too long. Had to get ready for tomorrow. They were fucking out.
But it leads into another question, because we got a little bit of 90s nostalgia in this with Irie's induction. Is that Lillian's natural voice? Because I'm starting to believe so.
I think it is. I think she's full Tom Tucker when it comes to that.
There is something that Justin pointed out to me during the Hall of Fame ceremonies, because someone could not keep their eyes off of it. There was a teleprompter giving people their speeches. Yet they had papers.
Yeah, some of them were looking directly at their papers, reading off that, and then some of them were reading off the teleprompters. And I swear one of them was, looking weirdly into the crowd, like the rest of them were looking at the teleprompter. It was that kind of look, but it was looking directly into the crowd at nothing. There's just people. There
was a point where the teleprompter was reflecting? Wow, I can't even get my words. Reflecting onto the podium. And you could see the words as they scroll by, as they're being said by, I think it was Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. There's one bit during, I think, Ivory's where, the camera was behind her and you could directly see the teleprompter.
Kid Rock had the speech of the night. And I can't believe I'm saying that.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock had the speech
Rob's
of the
bad
night.
at us right now.
And the fact that Kid Rock was able to get me to not only chuckle, but laugh out loud.
Yeah.
I don't like how I feel saying that.
It's fucking Kid Rock. It's not something you expect to say.
It's not something you expect to say. But another thing about Kid Rock, and it's weird to say it about Kid Rock, but out of all the celebrities in the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame, Kid Rock deserves it more than about half of them.
Yeah. Definitely more than Drew Carey.
What did Drew Carey do?
He got in the Royal Rumble, right? He was in the match, and then proceeded to do absolutely nothing. Kane came out, and he eliminated himself by climbing the top ropes. That was his thing. He climbed over the top rope and left the ring.
So all these times that we complain about the celebrities going into the celebrity wing, we have people like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Drew Carey going in, and they've done absolutely nothing. And
Trump's done some stuff, but also fuck Trump, so, you know.
That is a very good statement there. We move on to Jeff Jarrett's induction, and there were some worries about that I've had since he was announced to be inducted. Him, Karen, Matt, Rebby, and Kurt, all in the same building again.
All right there, and then, like, we got really worried towards the end when he actually brought up Karen. I just kept waiting for the camera to point on fucking Kurt.
And when the camera did go to Kurt, he couldn't hide how much hate was inside of that no-neck having body.
He smiled at first. He's like, oh, yeah. And then he thought that the camera was, like, turned away from him. You could tell the exact moment he thought that because his fucking expression just completely changed. And he was like, oh, fuck.
Towards the end of Jarrett's speech, we had a segment with him and Road Dogg, and they went around and performed their song in the audience, and Kurt was nowhere to be found. Seconds after we just saw him on our screens.
Heath Slater was there.
Heath Slater was there. Heath Slater was there. He got to sing.
He was jamming out.
He was a one-man band that night.
Except there's also the other people who were singing.
You know what I meant. Jarius is the GOAT. He is the best kid that will ever go into the WWE Hall of Fame. He laughed at his own jokes. He made himself weak. He was the highlight of Twitter.
I love that he had the perfect, like, host laugh where he's, like, clutching in his chest while he's laughing.
Just the fact that all weekend we went back to check to see if he was tweeting about anything that was possibly happening. That shows that Jarius belongs.
Yes.
With that Warrior Wood in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, and as a host. I don't care what he hosts. Get him to host something. Get him to host the fucking draft thing that's happening next week.
Yeah. That will...
Bring him in. Make him host. Get rid of one of the commentators. Put him in there.
Justin, did you know, compared to Mark Henry, we are the exact same as Big Show?
I did know that. It was pretty surprising to find out, though. That was a crazy thing. I mean, he's what, like 7 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 5'7". I'm fucking short.
Big Show distinctly said that if Mark Henry was to hit him, he would have to run him over with a car. Big Show, whose finishing maneuver is a knockout punch, which he has delivered to Mark Henry in the past.
He beat Mark Henry in a Survivor Series match, with that being the only thing he did. The match started, Big Show punched him, and he was out.
And to finish off our segment of the Hall of Fame, we got to see several times over the weekend. But the first time we saw was at the Hall of Fame, Fighting With My Family trailer with no Vince the Snake Vaughn.
Wait, did you say to finish off the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Aren't you missing someone?
Oh yeah, Goldberg. Oh yeah, I forgot to put Goldberg in my notes. Oh god. That suit though.
Oh god, that suit.
That fucking suit. That's all we have to say about Goldberg, because that suit.
I mean, it was no pink lion-ass jacket, but it was a good suit.
Yeah, it was no pink lion. Oh, Mark Henry did have the lion-ass jacket. I forgot about that.
He turned heel briefly.
He did turn heel briefly. Alright, we move on to NXT TakeOver. New Orleans. Justin, stop choking on it. I understand.
Good,
it was. Where do we start?
Probably the opener.
Yeah, let's go with the ladder match. There
was a live performance though, I think, right?
Yeah, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater music.
That's the perfect way to describe it.
That's more 90 nostalgia.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nostalgia this weekend for some reason.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and not 5, not the bad one.
Not the bad one. Oh god, not the bad one.
I'm talking more like 2 or 3.
I liked what was it, Underground?
Underground was good.
I like those.
I liked American Wasteland.
Oh, I forgot about American Wasteland. Baltimore was actually in one of those. I can't remember which one it was.
There you go, see? Baltimore. So.
Yeah. We got to be in a Tony Hawk game. And
And now Mojo Rawley's wearing the colors. A lot of
And
stuff's
then
happening for Baltimore.
A lot. There's a lot. But the ladder match, that's because we didn't get sidetracked there with the Tony Hawk shit. So the ladder match started the show for the what the fuck is the North American
Championship.
Okay, yeah. It was EC3, Velveteen Dream, Ricochet, Lars Sullivan, Adam Cole, Baby, and Killian Dane. That's everyone, right?
Yeah. 6 men, yeah. I think now would be a good time for you to explain that whole Ricochet thing you mentioned earlier.
So, for those who don't know, Ricochet is a very bouncy man. And there was a point in the match, several points in this match, where Ricochet was nowhere near the frame of screen. And just out of nowhere, out of fucking nowhere, there he is. There's an undeterminable race man.
By the way, Ricochet, if you're somehow watching this, which why would you be watching this? But if you're somehow watching this, what race are you? I asked you on Twitter once, you ignored me.
And I probably should stay away from Twitter after finding myself on WWE TV, and Kevin Dunn's been bugging my house since. But EC3, his theme, I was wondering what his theme would be in WWE, since the EC3 character has never been in WWE, but he was there as Derek Bateman. But Jesus Christ, that theme is godly. And I can't find it on iTunes, and I'm getting a little upset, WWE. Need to upload that, because I need it.
Yeah, it'll be there, hopefully soon.
But I have a new show idea, Justin.
Yeah?
It's called Two Bald Guys, and it's featuring Lars Sullivan and Ricochet.
Now, what kind of show would this be?
It would obviously be a oddball comedy, probably on NBC.
Oh, okay.
It would star, obviously, Lars Sullivan and Ricochet.
Would there be a running gag about Lars trying to find out what race Ricochet is?
There would be.
Okay, good.
That'd be our gag that we will run for the entirety of our 6 seasons in the movie. Good. I had some PTSD flashbacks during that ladder match, though. For those who don't know, every time we play WWE 2K, we set up the ladder bridge, and for some reason, I go through it, no matter what.
Every time. There was one time, the ladder bridge was set up, he was inside the ring, and he was laid out inside the ring. He was like right next to the ropes, but just laying down. Somebody else took a bump in the ring, and his character flew out of the ring and crashed through the ladder, even though he was laying down. He didn't jump over the top rope. He rolled out and broke the ladder.
For some reason, my character's always drawn to this ladder bridge. Do I win these ladder matches? Not really. But I go through that ladder bridge. You can guarantee that I will put on the best spot with a ladder in our ladder matches.
Yeah. Always going through them. Always. RVD went right through that ladder.
Speaking of spots in the ladder match, that purple Rainmaker from the ladder on the ladder. Just, I don't understand what the running theme of the weekend being, oh, let's kill each other in professional wrestling. But this match kind of sparked it.
It sparked it. And then there's a certain match later on in the night that really perfected it.
Mm-hmm. There was a Vader bomb with fucking Cole and Ethan. Put 2 men through each other.
Yeah.
There was Toss featuring Ricochet.
The fucking crowd chanting to do it again. Throw him again to the fucking face. The guy you're supposed to be cheering. You're like, hey, throw him. Launch his ass.
EC3 was put through Velveteen Dream. And following that, Adam Cole was put through Ricochet. Everyone's just dying in this match.
It's a lot of death.
Just a lot of death. Adam Cole Bay as he picks up the win, becoming the inaugural North American champion.
Yeah. Fuck
I was not expecting Adam Cole to win, seeing as though he had a match later on in the night. But am I upset? No, not at all.
No, it's Adam Cole.
We move on to the NXT Women's Championship match between Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler.
This was the one match the entire night that I didn't really have high expectations for, just because I don't really know much about Shayna Baszler, and it also happened at the last show, and I'm just, and then it was good. Good match.
It was good. I was surprised because I gave no fucks in the first one.
Yeah, exactly.
And just the fact that the match started off with a 2K start with Ember running at Shayna and completely missing her dropkick. First the ladder bridges, then the starts of the match.
2K's coming to life.
Mm-hmm. That Eclipse reversal, though. The Eclipse reversal.
That was cool.
I can't remember what she reversed it into.
She picked her up for something.
We just know it was a good spot.
It was good. It was cool. It's cool to see. You trust us.
Yeah, trust us, because we're next thing. Roderick Strong turned heel seconds after I reference his Ring of Honor heel runs.
Yes, Brandon mentioned that in the call that we were having, and just right there, boom, turns heel. Turns heel in the match. Helps Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. Helps them win. So
I just want to know, Kevin Dunn, when exactly did you put the bugs in my house? That's all I want to know. I just want to talk about it. We don't have to get physical. I just want to know so I can get them the fuck out of here. Because if you're not going to take the good things that I say to do,
I think that was a good thing, though.
I mean, that was that. But it's a lot of things that when we get to SmackDown, a certain day being ruined, that they should have listened.
Yeah.
Move on to the NXT Championship match. Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black.
Oh my god. And just a little point out real quick. Not the main event.
Not the main event.
Not the main event.
Did not end the show.
Nope.
But there's something about this that just didn't seem right. Aleister Black smiling. I don't understand why that shit was so scary.
It was.
But that shit was scary.
And it was one of those smiles that wasn't supposed to be scary. It was supposed to be a genuine smile, which is what made it scary.
I guess after getting the shit beat out of him essentially for the first few minutes of the match, because Jesus Christ almost beat the fuck out of him.
He did.
Dude, why was everyone hurting each other?
Very violent show.
Very violent show. I don't understand.
Very violent. And we haven't even got to the most violent thing yet.
Nope. Because Veins, Shane, and Oh My God, I Came, Gargano versus Ciampa.
Yeah, that.
I'm not proud of that.
I am. I'm proud of you for that. That was the match right there. That's right there.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Just everything. The story culminating in this match. Just so much emotion that honestly, I will say that the emotion given from that match based off of the fact that these two are friends in real life real life. Ha ha ha. Because wrestling is real to me, damn it. But the fact that these two men have come this long of a way is just, I've never felt these kind of emotions from a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Also, they killed each other.
These friends beat the living hell out of each other.
They had fucking swelled up faces and
It's like, guys, you don't have to actually beat the shit out of each other. You know that.
And I mean, there were so many near falls. I thought the match was over like halfway through, and they just kept hitting me with near fall after near fall after near fall. And I didn't expect Gargano to win. I thought, as I'm sure a lot of people thought, he was going to lose and then get called up. But he won, staying in NXT.
But now my question is, at the end of TakeOver, where do we go from here with the NXT title with Aleister Black if Cien almost doesn't get called up, since we did not see him on Raw or SmackDown this week?
They do have not draft, what are they calling it?
The shake-up next week.
Shake-up, so he'll probably, I feel like he'll probably be called up then.
Yeah. So where does Aleister Black go from here? Who does he face from here? Who's the next challenger to the throne of NXT champion?
Ciampa.
I can see Ciampa. Mm-hmm. So then my question from here is, where does Gargano go?
Ciampa. Everyone fights Ciampa.
Everyone fights Ciampa. Especially grandmas. Grandmas can fight Ciampa as well.
Like, I've never seen a wrestler get that much heat while the crowd actually, like, genuinely likes him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not like Roman Reigns heat, where it's just, they want the guy off TV, so they're booing him. But, like, they were chanting, like, fuck you, Ciampa, and just asshole, and just shitting on him for the entire match. But people like Ciampa. He's a very good wrestler. He's very talented.
Justin, we have gotten through Friday and Saturday so far, but you know what the biggest mark-out moment of the weekend so far was for us?
Yes. It was during the Hall of Fame, right, that they announced it?
Yep.
Camp WWE is getting another season.
Yep.
So is Edge and Christian show. The Edge and Christian show. That one as well, which is also good.
Yeah.
But Camp WWE is, it's so...
I get to hear Vince McMahon curse again.
It's so good. For those of you who have not watched Camp WWE yet, the WWE Network, $9.99, that we're not sponsored.
Nope.
But $9.99, you pay for that, you watch some wrestling, get some good wrestling, but then also check out Camp WWE. It's a cartoon, but like more adult-oriented cartoon, surprisingly enough, with fucking PG-ass WWE. I don't know who's going to be on the second season, because like...
There's a lot of wrestlers that could be on the second season.
Yeah. I'm hoping for Braun. He's the one I want on there the most.
Child Braun.
Braun and Matt.
Yeah. Oh, Broken Matt. Well, Woken Matt as a child.
Matt, yes.
Oh, God.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, those are two that I would definitely like to see. Was Alexa on the first one? I don't think she was there in the first one.
I feel like she might have been, but it was probably a background character that never said anything.
Yeah. If that's the case, then hopefully she gets a role in this one. I would like to see that. I'm trying to remember who all was in, because like John Cena was, Undertaker, Paige, The Rock, Stone Cold. Yeah. Stone Cold was there.
He was one of the main ones.
Obviously, like Vince was the like boss,
camp owner.
The guy who owned the camp, and the champ that runs the camp, and
Flair was a counselor,
and also completely fucked, if I recall correctly.
He had sex with a bear at one point.
He did have sex with a bear. That happened. Sergeant Slaughter was there. It's a good time. It's a good time. I don't even know how many episodes there are. They never finished the season, but they're doing another season.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah.
But we move on to Sunday, the show of shows, Showcase of the Immortals, the granddaddy of them all.
WrestleMania Goes Hollywood.
WrestleMania Goes Hollywood that 1 year. Yep. WrestleMania 20... fuck it.
25.
Before the pre-show even started, there were pictures going around the internet of Cena sitting in the audience. The pre-show hasn't started yet, and we have footage of Cena sitting in the audience for the show.
Just chilling. He got there early.
He got there very, very early. Don't want to have any...
Really quickly? Okay, really quickly. This is not going to be really quick, but Cena, floor seats at WrestleMania, and he got there before the pre-show started. How about that, huh? How's that for a cool fucking concept? You get to go to the fucking WrestleMania, get in there, get to your fucking floor seats before the pre-show starts, and watch the whole fucking thing. That's fucking amazing. Don't you think that's amazing? I think that's amazing.
I feel like you have some hostility towards WWE.
Fuck AT&T Stadium. I was there for WrestleMania 32 in AT&T Stadium. And the fucking... It was me and Josh, my friend Josh, came to visit. I've mentioned him on the channel before, Moose. And we get there, right? We got there early. We got there like 1 or 2, and we fucking waited outside for the longest time. We got in. When we got in, they actually opened their doors late. When we got in, the pre-show hadn't started yet. Mm-hmm. So we're in line, and there's only one fucking way to get to the floor seats, because we're in the floor seats. Only one way to get there. So we end up in this big mass of people. It's not a line. It's a big ass pile of people. I'm feeling claustrophobic as fuck.
Just a sea of people.
Yes. And we're in this big ass pile of people. We got separated at some point because there's people pushing. And after like fucking an hour of standing there, somebody's like walking backwards, leaving the thing, and we're like, what the hell's going on? He's like, apparently you have to get a fucking bracelet if you're on the floor seats that you have to get outside. No one fucking said anything about that, so it's all fucking confusion. So we missed the entire pre-show, whole fucking thing. I didn't even know Lita was there. I didn't know Lita was there until the main show when they brought it up. So eventually, when we got to the end of the line, or end of the pile of people, they finally decided, fuck it, just go. And I don't know why we need a bracelet anyway. We have our tickets. It says our fucking seats on the tickets.
Yeah.
But they finally said, fuck it, let us go. So we finally got down there. We walked back and forth. I didn't even see the fucking America the Beautiful performance, which I don't really care about, but I didn't even know that happened. I got there right as the actual main show, like after the performance, right when that was happening. Right when it fucking started.
Show opening, you're there.
I missed 3 matches. I missed fucking Lita. I missed all that shit. I had to stand in a giant mass of humanity for 2 hours, fucking sweating, my legs were hurting, people in the fucking big pile of shit were chanting like bullshit. We want refunds. We didn't get refunds, by the way. No,
did not get refunds.
Not even partial refunds. We didn't get anything for this shit, and we had to miss the entire pre-show. And I am still bitter as fuck.
It seems like you lost a lot that day with your experience at Mania, but isn't there something else that you lost?
I had a cup. I had a cup. It was Josh got it for me. It's this. It's like a water bottle, but it was like a really big, sturdy, nice water bottle that had Snoopy on it from the Peanuts, because my nickname was Snoopy. Mm-hmm. He got that for me. It was really nice, and it was obviously we're there outside in Texas for a couple hours before the show starts, so it's fucking hot. You gotta get something to fucking drink.
That Texas heat.
I bring some fucking water, just water in a bottle, and by the time we actually were getting in there. Excuse me. The water was gone. There was nothing in the bottle. They made me throw the bottle away. It was either that or walk all the way back to the fucking seat, to the car, that was like a fucking 20-minute walk in itself, even though he bought like $100 parking. And it's just, And I couldn't tell at first if this was a WWE thing or if this was AT&T Stadium. But there were people... Like, the water bottle thing was WWE, but there were people in the massive crowd that was talking about how they went to WWE WrestleMania shows in the past, and they did not have to deal with this shit. So I think it was AT&T Stadium's idea to have this fucking bracelet shit, and it's also the way the shitty fucking asshole stadium is set up, that you have to go only one possible way to get to the floor. So, fuck them, okay? John Cena got to watch the whole fucking pre-show, and I didn't get any of it. I miss Lana's debut.
Speaking of the pre-show, our opening match of the pre-show was the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Jesus Christ, the first time I ever got to say that in full. And our winner is the new up-and-coming superstar Matt Hardy with the help of Bray Wyatt. Yeah,
we got fucking Bray and Matt officially a team. Officially teaming up. That was cool.
A pen died.
No, okay.
There it is.
As we were watching, I had 4 potential people who I thought could win, and it ended up coming down to those 4 plus 2 others, and Matt was one of them. So
Matt was one of them.
Yeah, it was Matt. I think Big Show and Baron getting second wins, and then Kane were the 4 that I thought were possibly gonna win.
Mojo, not Big Show.
Shit. Actually, not Big Show, but it wasn't Mojo either. I can't remember who the fuck the other one was. But it wasn't
Ziggler.
Ziggler, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baron was the only one I thought might win twice.
Yeah.
And then there was also Kane as a kind of, not like a really big guess, but kinda. And then the main 2 that I thought it could be would be Ziggler and Matt.
And it came down to Matt in the end.
Yep.
The thing about that was confusing is the fact that when Bray interfered to help, and they eliminated the last one, which was Corbin? I think it was Corbin. Possibly. Anyway, when they eliminated the last person, then everyone just stopped. It's okay, is it Matt and Bray? Does it come? Is it these 2? Is one of these? No. Matt won.
Yeah, there was no Matt's theme didn't play at first. It was just what happened? Is there more match? Is Bray an entrant even though he just showed up?
Yeah.
But then just started playing Matt's theme and he won. So fuck it, I guess, right? But yeah, so we got that. Matt won. He is now the next Andre the Giant Nobody Cares Battle Royal winner.
Yep. It's going to spark this man's career that started in 1994.
The more important thing to know is that him and Bray are now together.
That's the important part.
Yes.
Yeah. We move on to the crowning. Oh, shit.
Sorry. Also, Bray Wyatt is a much more appropriate person to help somebody win a match than Gronkowski.
Yes, that is.
Okay, you can continue now.
We move on to the Cruiserweight crowning. What the fuck am I saying? The end of the Cruiserweight tournament, crowning the new Cruiserweight champion. And Mustafa Ali, he got a special entrance, the first special entrance of Mania, and he loses.
Yes. That's all I can really say there. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's no problem with that because Cedric Alexander deserves it. But WWE, you built the fuck out of Mustafa for the last few weeks, and he got the special entrance, and he lost.
Yes. He lost.
Justin, did you know that they were the heart and soul of the Cruiserweight division?
I think I did recall hearing something about that.
Me too. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I recall hearing that.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't remember who said it. Somebody said it, I think.
Somebody said that shit. We move on to the crowning of the person who's going to be carrying around the Ovaries Championship.
You mean the shit? Who's the horrible person? Fabulous Moolah.
Yeah,
Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal, but not because people fucking told him to stop that shit.
And then Snickers, something about Snickers.
By the way, quick excerpt here. Snickers needs to stop fucking having wrestlers in commercials that I think are actual promos at first. Fucking Elias over here in the fucking dark room. He's doing his talking with the guitar. I'm like, oh hey, cool, new Elias promo. This is fun. And then all of a sudden, it's a fucking Snickers commercial.
But Naomi wins. After a fake out between Bayley and Sasha, Bayley eliminating Sasha after a handshake. But it's not over. It's not.
We thought it was over, but then apparently Naomi wasn't actually eliminated.
Yeah. We also got a few NXT women in the match.
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane, who was eliminated during the commercial break. How dare you, WWE?
Also, Carmella was instantly attacked by everyone and thrown out. And then who was after her? Someone else was attacked by everyone and thrown out as well.
I can't remember. Oh, Dana Brooke. It was Dana.
Dana Brooke, right.
And then after that, the NXT. It was
suddenly, like NXT started teaming up. Peyton was there for that.
Peyton was there.
And, but not Billy, weirdly enough. Billy wasn't there, but Peyton was. But, so it started being NXT versus main roster, sort of. And, ended up with, I think, who was the last? Peyton was the last NXT member, right?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I like how Michael Cole, he remembered every NXT woman's name, but could not remember the Raw member in Sonya Deville. The name that he says on a weekly basis.
Yeah, Cole, you dork.
Seth Rollins won the Intercontinental title with Roman Reigns' blue contact lenses.
Yeah, those were fucking... I'm glad he took them off for the match. They were cool for the entrance, but I could not look at them for the entire match. There was no way that was going to happen, so I'm glad he took them out for that.
One thing that I really paid attention to when it came to this match was now that the WWE Network is broadcasting 3D.
Yeah, what the fuck was going on during the show with all this fucking 3D shit and like lasers and
augmented reality, all this other shit.
Where does this budget come from?
They have no budget all year round. We can't get pyro any other time of the year, but we get these motherfucking strobe lights and 3D and augmented reality. WWE, I understand it's your biggest show of the year, but you could spread some of that money around. You know that, right?
How much of that did the audience actually see? Like, how much of it was actually, like, augmented reality, like holograms or whatever? Or how much of it was just, like, digitally put in for audiences at home?
Not to steal Dana Brooke's gimmick, but I crunched the numbers, and I'm going to say 0%.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't think Titus and... Who's the other one? Apollo?
Apollo, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you wouldn't be the ideal assistant for them.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't, because I wouldn't look like a Brazzers logo. There was a coup de grace pin break that was scary as fuck.
Yeah.
The curb stomp and the skull crushing finale, but since everyone was just doing their finishes on both people in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, there was one this curb stomp where one of them got the head curb stomped onto the other one's back.
Yeah.
And it was a good match. They trying to kill each other as well. You know, continuing theme.
Spreading on from NXT,
yeah. Good opener though.
The commentary made a comment about, I think it was Coach, about Seth not ever having a bigger moment than this one in an arena like that when he has.
Yeah, see, WrestleMania 31, he kind of won the world title.
Yeah, after cashing in and pinning Roman.
in the main event match.
Yeah, the most iconic moment of his career.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Right there in a WrestleMania arena.
Oh, something else that we learned over the weekend that Justin, I need to know that you know. Did you know that Charlotte is Ric Flair's daughter?
Get the fuck out.
Sir,
Excuse
I'm not
me?
lying. I'm telling you the truth.
You mean to tell me
Charlotte
Flair
Mm-hmm.
is Ric Flair? That's why they have the same last name?
Yes. And that's why she does a lot of the things that he does. I did not know.
She does the woos. She does the figure four, but like a weird one.
With a bridge, yeah.
Oh, shit.
But Charlotte, she did the thing that a lot of people didn't think was going to happen anytime soon, but she is, in my opinion, the right person to do it. She beat Asuka's streak.
She did. She did. That was very surprising. I mean, a lot of people, pretty much everyone was like, yo, Asuka got this. She won this match, obviously. And Charlotte made her tap.
Charlotte's Spanish fly scared the hell out of me.
Okay, see, here's the problem with that Spanish fly. Asuka is shorter than Charlotte by quite a bit. Charlotte was on the top rope. Asuka was on the middle rope. That should have been reversed. Or at the very least, both of them on top. That should not have been done the way they did it. Thankfully, no one got hurt. They ended up making it work, but Jesus, that was scary.
Did you know that Aiden English cut his hair between the pre-show and the main show?
Yeah, what the fuck? He fucking straight up, he was in the pre-show in the Battle Royal, had long hair, came out for Rusev's entrance later, and just shaved. It's completely shaved.
Jinder,
Too spicy.
he put an end to Rusev Day.
Yeah.
That was, out of all four of those people, the match wasn't bad, but out of all four of those people, who the hell thought Jinder was going to win?
Why, first of all, why did Rusev not win with how fucking over he is? Second of all, why did he take the pin?
Yeah, like WWE, this joke that you're playing on us with Rusev, can you stop?
Even if you're not going to have Rusev win, which you should have Rusev fucking win, but even if you're not going to do that, don't have him eat the pin.
Give it to Bobby. Randy could have took it.
Either one of them.
It would not have hurt them.
No, it wouldn't have. But Rusev is fucking over as shit, and they just have him get fucking pinned.
The pre-show started with Rusev Day chants. The pre-show.
It did. Instantly. Rusev Day from the fucking gate.
But speaking of the budget that we brought up earlier, Justin, apparently Kurt's pyro was in the budget.
Before we get into this tag match, something I just remembered after Asuka versus Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
So, as we mentioned before, John Cena's been in the crowd. And we've been getting like reaction shots from Cena all throughout the night.
Like he's never seen wrestling.
Even though he fucking told the camera, yo, look at the fucking ring. I'm a fan. So, during the celebration for Asuka versus Charlotte, a referee comes running down, hops the barricade, walks over to Cena, and he's like, yo, Undertaker's here. And Cena at first like, wait, what? And then once the referee confirms to him that Undertaker's here, Cena got up, ran over the barricade, and fucking hauled ass. I was worried for Charlotte. Charlotte was she was on the ramp. I was sure that Cena was going to tackle the fuck out of her as he was running by. Fortunately, he didn't, but it was he fucking hauled ass. And then Jarius on Twitter tweeted a video, I guess he was there, tweeted a video of Cena running up the ramp saying something like, this crazy fan hopped the barricade.
See, Jarius belongs with the WWE.
He does.
But something that a lot of people were skeptical on when it came to Mania was how Ronda Rousey was going to fare in the ring. And she impressed the fuck out of the world.
Yeah, out of everyone. It was a very impressive match for her. It was very good match in general. Like, it's not a match you thought would be that good, considering Kurt Angle is
a thumb.
He's a thumb now. He used to be one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Yeah. Now he's a thumb. He can occasionally do some stuff, but mostly thumb. Triple H could still go. He could definitely still go.
Yep.
But Kurt and Triple H at this point together, it's just
What year is it?
And then you got Stephanie, who's, she's Stephanie.
She's really the best female wrestler in the world.
So Stephanie.
She blocked so many UFC holds. Stephanie McMahon blocked so many UFC holds.
Triple H didn't even block it.
Nope.
She blocked it, but not Triple H. What the fuck? And anyway, so you don't go into this match thinking it's going to be great. The main thing people are looking to see is how Ronda herself would do. And then just pretty much the one who did the worst in the match was Kurt Angle.
Exactly.
Stephanie did better than Kurt.
Stephanie, but she lost the arm in the end.
She did lose an arm.
She lost an arm.
That arm was gone.
Yep. Won't be seeing her using that arm for a while.
And then, of course, there's the whole Ronda and Triple H part where she fucking manhandled the shit out of Hunter.
She beat up my dad. She beat
the fuck out of him. Fucking decking him. Almost made him tap. I'm really surprised she didn't make him tap at that point. But yeah, she was very impressive. She was pulling off moves smoothly. It was a very good debut.
Moving on to the match that I was hyped for. That it had some stuff that were decent, but the timing of the show fucked them over. The tag team match for the SmackDown titles, the triple threat. Yeah. We got some short stacks. We got some short stacks in the beginning during the New Day's entrance. We got that. Yeah. Some midgets and time restraints led to an early Bludgeon Brothers win, which, I mean, there was no other way else for that match to end.
I love that transition. There's some midgets, midgets and time restraints.
I mean, so a ref came down after that match and told Cena, because Cena was in the ring at this point, that Taker wasn't actually there. But so did he just leave, or did the other ref lie? So what were they trying to get at with that?
I don't get, looking back at it, I don't get that part now because the Taker was there. Yeah. So what the fuck? Who hired this guy?
With the troll of Elias, trolling with Elias, shall I say?
Yes.
The lights went out. Thought it was gonna be a gong or dead man walking, which we didn't fucking get.
We wanted that. We wanted the dead man. Fucking Kid Rock was inducted. He did one of Undertaker's American Badass themes. We put the fucking hat and the coat in the ring at WrestleMania last year. It was so perfect, and then we didn't get it.
And it's fine. The way they booked this match was, we all knew it was going to happen.
It was very divisive.
Yeah, we all knew it was going to happen, but they booked it as if it wasn't for casual fans to be thrown off the track, and that's fine. It wouldn't have worked any other way, which led to a squash match. Undertaker beating Cena in 2 minutes and 40-some seconds?
It was 2 minutes and something. It was not even 3 minutes long. And the match itself, I feel like most people seem to enjoy the build-up. The prior to the match, a lot of people seem to think it was pretty good. But the match itself was very divisive because John Cena did one move. That was it. He did the that sit-out powerbomb thing. Right?
Yeah.
That was, and then he went to do the 5-knuckle shuffle. Cena sit up, and he had a full-on animated cartoon-ass scared reaction to it. And that was it. That was all he did. He got his ass beat quicker and with less offense than that match against Brock from SummerSlam a couple years ago. And so a lot of people obviously complained about that, but then a lot of people actually liked it because it was John Cena completely fucking shitting on this man's life for weeks. And so it's kind of, this is what you get for talking shit.
Exactly.
So for me personally, I just want to see if there's any fallout from this, if anything happens. And if so, then I'll judge.
Yeah. But that hip though, Taker's new hip was working for him.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Taker just got fast as fuck for no reason. We
were watching 2006 to whenever he disappeared, Taker, at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, he what the fuck, man? He was just fucking decking away Cena quick as fuck in the beginning. He was fast. He was good. He was actually good in this match. Holy shit.
Now our second McMahon Best Wrestler in the World match of the night. Shane McMahon and the returning Daniel Bryan versus the jobless Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who had a new Tron despite not having a job, but then on Raw, they had generic nameplates as if they didn't have a job, so the continuity in WWE is still based off of what the hell they think is important.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got chills, Justin, when we've seen the video package for Daniel Bryan with Vanguard 1 making a special appearance.
That was so weird. But yeah, just like that, and then his music hitting, and Daniel Bryan coming out for an actual match.
My legs went numb.
His legs did. I can confirm. Brandon's legs went numb.
I couldn't make it up the stairs to get something to drink after the match because of how numb my legs was. Seeing Daniel Bryan, the chills going from the top of my. We transferred injuries, so the paralysis that he could have possibly had, it came to me.
Yes, and it's just. Like, seeing Daniel wrestle, and then, oh my god, again, tonight, just seeing him wrestle after so long, after all this time of thinking he's never going to wrestle again, or he'll never wrestle again in WWE, and then he's fucking wrestling, and he's actually wrestling. He's not just fucking holding back everything. He's not doing shit like fucking diving headfirst into the canvas for no reason at all, but he's doing actual shit. And he's doing like his corner drop kicks, but landing on his feet instead of landing on his head. Yeah,
grabbing the rope for balance.
Yeah. See, so he took his old style and smartened it up a bit, but didn't make it just some boring shit.
Yeah. Him and Shane picked up the win after Daniel Bryan just murdered Sami Zayn in the center of the ring with that knee.
Yeah. Daniel was taken out early on. Got beat up by Sammy and Owens.
Sammy, yeah.
And taken out. But he did come back and then, did very good when he came back.
While he was gone, Shane was the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
Because Shane McMahon is the best wrestler in the world with the best worked punches in the business.
The absolute best, top of the line.
They're just perfect. All the striking manifestos, all the striking masters that you know and love have nothing on Shane Brandon McMahon.
Is his middle name Brandon?
It is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah, it is. But we move on to the match that should have been the main event, or at least the co-main event. Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles for the WWE title. We go from Wrestle Kingdom to WrestleMania. And Wrestle Kingdom was better.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad match. It was a good match. It was a really good match, but it just didn't live up to the expectations of a match like this at WrestleMania, especially considering what the first match was at Wrestle Kingdom.
But the highlight of this entire match was the end.
Yes.
Nakamura proposes to AJ Styles and then blows him. Low blows him.
Yes. It's PG, Brandon.
I'm sorry.
But so heel turn from Shinsuke, which was beautiful and continued to be beautiful on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, again, it didn't live up to the hype, but it was still a very good match. Yeah. I feel like if it would have been the main event, then it would have lived up to the hype.
Yes.
Because it would have put more into it, but it's just, it's unfortunate, but it was still a good match and had a very good post-match situation that I feel is going to be really good for Shinsuke.
So, Justin, I have a question.
Another one. All right, let's go.
Do you know how to put out a missing child report?
No, I don't actually. Never looked into that.
Because Braun Strowman stole a child to win the tag team championships.
Yes.
At WrestleMania.
Yes, so for his partner, this mystery partner that's been getting it built up week after week, Braun was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it, I'm picking someone from the crowd. Got in the crowd, saw No Way Jose, kept walking, and then he found this kid named Nicholas, who I was sure was a girl until I found out the name was Nicholas.
Yep.
And he brought Nicholas to the ring. Told Nicholas to stay on the apron. Eventually, Nicholas did get tagged in, and he looked scared as fuck.
As fuck, yeah.
And tagged out. He even looked scared as fuck on the apron. But, apparently, who did you say it was? John Cone's son?
Yes.
The referee, John Cone. Apparently, Nicholas was John Cone's son, but it's Braun's son now, so that's all that matters.
Because
John's not getting him back.
Braun owns that man. Yeah. To our main event of the night, the match that we have been building for 3 years, the match that has had some of the best build up on Raw, because I like Roman, and seeing him get beat is just bad.
Yeah.
But Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, and
this was another very divisive match.
Yes, Justin. Who won this?
Brock Lesnar.
But Justin, haven't we been told that Roman Reigns was going to be the one to beat Brock Lesnar?
Yes, we were told that. We were lied to.
We were lied to.
Until Saudi Arabia.
And this match had some shades of a certain SummerSlam match involving Brock Lesnar, where he decided to elbow the living hell out of the egg of a head that is Randy Orton's. And he did it again on Sunday, where he opened up Roman the hard way.
There was
Jesus
an
Christ.
obscene amount of blood. It was all over the place, all over his face. It was covering him. It was... I respect Roman for taking that.
Yeah.
Because, Jesus Christ, that was a lot of blood.
But I respect Roman for that, but I don't like what they did to him in the match itself, where they decided to have Roman kick out of 5 F5s.
Here's the thing. I liked the match, honestly, but I think it would have been so much better if that part where he took 3 F5s in a row with a pin after each one, if that was 1 F5.
Yeah.
If that would have been the case, then I feel like the match would have been a lot better. Because that was just overkill.
They told us that Samoa Joe, one of the 2 men who were able to hold their own in a match with Brock Lesnar over the last year, the other being AJ Styles, look at that, TNA Originals, they told us that he was going to take one, and he's done. Then Braun, the man who refuses to be murdered, he took 1 F5 and was done. But then we get to Roman, and we knew Roman was going to kick out of the first F5. We all knew it. You were building to that. But even the commentating team didn't hype up the fact that he kicked out of that first one.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, hey, he kicked out, yeah.
But you tell us that these 2 men who are actually viable people to beat Brock can take 1 and they're done. But Roman Reigns takes 5, 6 before he's done.
Yeah.
WWE, what the
Not
fuck?
to mention getting his entire fucking shit fucked.
Yes.
With those elbows.
Did you know that Brock and Vince had a verbal argument after Mania?
Yeah, I heard about that. There was no actual reason given yet. No quite. But some people are guessing that it had to do with just Brock being upset at the crowd's reaction to that match. Mm-hmm. So that's one possibility.
I was thinking, I've been trying to figure out since I saw if it was a work or a shoot.
Apparently Shane tried to fight Brock.
So everyone just trying to fight Brock after matches now. First Jericho starts to lead this pack, and then Shane, you want to follow behind?
I just want to know if Shane has those punches in real life.
Wait, I hope he doesn't, because that man would never fare in a fucking fight.
I'm pretty sure Brock would actually put him in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Probably would anyway, but still.
We move on to Monday Night Raw. The Raw after Mania. And there's a lot of things that happen that... Okay. Yay. I don't know. That wasn't the appropriate emotion. Let me try that again.
Take 2.
Raw. Okay, so Ember Moon was called up. Authors of Pain. Bobby Lashley returned after so many odd years. Hope he didn't have any connections with Donald Trump being in the audience. No Way Jose, which no one gave a shit about.
No one.
Jeff Hardy returned from injury, and Samoa Joe returned from injury.
Yeah. And apparently we're getting Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns at
Backlash.
Backlash, that's the name.
Yeah.
Which is after the Saudi Arabia event.
After, yes. Braun Strowman relinquishes the titles, leading to a tournament, which was called as an eliminator. I barely know her.
It's a rough one, eh?
Yeah, I mean, the fans cheer who they normally would boo, and boo who they normally would cheer. WWE, stop feeding us that bullshit.
Yeah. They cheer whoever the fuck they want to cheer, as always, as they always do.
As we pointed out... Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, stop making excuses for your faces getting booed.
Yeah,
it's
Roman.
It's just that.
So, as we pointed out, there's a shakeup next week that will be happening, which Don't know who's going where yet. I have a couple ideas, but you know.
Andrade is almost guaranteed to be going somewhere.
Yes. Paige officially retires. Debuted Raw after WrestleMania. Retires Raw after WrestleMania.
Yes. And it was sad, you know. It's unfortunate that she actually had to retire finally.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's been months of, like, wondering, is she actually done or not? And then, you know, it's finally confirmed. I feel like they kind of waited so that it could be, like, her doing it the day after WrestleMania again.
Yeah. Because it's really been no word. They said she was injured a couple of times, but other than that, there was no real word on TV what was going on with Paige.
She did give a glimpse of hope of, like, possibly being able to return at some point in the future, you know, the way Daniel Bryan did.
Yeah. Ember Moon was tag team partners with Nia. She picked up the win against Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. Yeah. Authors of Pain, they faced in an opening challenge Heath Slater and Rhino, I believe.
Yep, it was Heath Slater and Rhino. Poor guys.
Bobby Lashley, he murdered Elias.
Poor Elias.
No Way Jose, a jobber, had a jobber match on Monday Night Raw in his debut.
And the jobber won.
Jeff Hardy, he will be teaming up later with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor against the Miztourage. And Justin, would you believe me if I told you that Jeff Hardy is the most normal member of the Hardy family currently?
Yes.
I'm glad you said yes. Kevin versus Sammy for a Raw spot, which, leading into this match, as we said, Kurt Angle mentioned TNA was hiring.
Yeah, they said they wanted to join and Raw, and then he was like, you know, the tag division here is good, but here TNA's hiring. And the fucking crowd was like, oh shit!
Like, we've had mentions of TNA on Talking Smack when Daniel Bryan brought it up.
Because he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and on the Edge and Christian show when they kind of subtly nudged at it when AJ Styles was on the show. But never have we flat out had someone say TNA by name on Raw or SmackDown.
They're Impact now, though.
And then the fact that they decided at that moment to tweet hashtag We Are Impact. You knew we were talking about you, so you knew to make this tweet, right? And then Petey Williams says TNA wins because they finally got mentioned on WWE TV. But you're Impact now. You don't win.
They tried. They wanted to win.
But Kevin and Sammy, neither wins at their double countout when neither man could reach the 10 count. Where do we go with Kevin and Sammy from here?
Yeah, they didn't show up on SmackDown.
They did not show up on SmackDown.
You know, I assume something's going to happen next week during the shakeup, but I mean, I don't really know. Somebody did float around the idea of Sammy returning as El Generico.
Yes.
And then I thought of the idea of Steen just being there. Like, hey, my last name's Steen. Does it count?
I mean, I wouldn't mind them going back to NXT.
Yeah.
Somehow put them with Undisputed Era, make them bigger as fuck.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Because put all of the Ring of Honor guys together.
Yeah. You
got something right there to take over NXT, and then hopefully at some point bring them back and bring the others up to the main roster and take over the main roster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Ring of Honor originals, Samoa Joe returns to confront Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Told that motherfucker he was going to put him to sleep after he was done with Brock. It's like, you don't ever think about it, but Samoa Joe's promos, they keep you enthralled.
Yeah. He's very good on the mic.
Yeah. You never, like, whenever people bring up people that are good on the mic, Samoa Joe doesn't come up enough.
He really doesn't. He really doesn't come up as much as he should.
As we said back with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Jesus Christ, is a lot of words. Bray and Matt came together, and they're also possibly the next challengers for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
It's going to be those two against the
Revival?
Yes. And then whoever wins that match will go on to face the Bar for the tag titles.
Yep. 6-man tag, where Jeff is the most normal person. But before that match, we had a segment with Bray, Matt, and Jeff, where they all embraced. They all had a woken moment. Then in the background, there's Finn and Seth, like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, I loved it.
I like these. I like the comedy segments when we have them.
Yeah.
Just don't overdo them.
Yeah.
Or have, Goldust dab in a battle royal.
He fucking dabbed on him.
The 3-man team of Jeff Hardy, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor pick up the win against the Miztourage after they murder every single one of them with finishes.
Yeah, they did that after the match. They beat him, and then after the match, they were like, "You know what? I don't think we're. I think we're done. I think we're done yet."
And Jeff with that one. Well, the Swanton to who was the one that was just like, "What the fuck?" Ow.
Oh, jeez, I think it was Curtis Axel taking it, where he just fucking landed hard as fuck, not penis wise, but like just the landing wise. And oh man, it was oof.
To finish off Raw, we got to bring up the fact again that Brock versus Roman 3 will be in a cage match at the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia.
For some fucking reason, go to the place where they fucking treat women like shit. But fuck it, I guess.
Just have this pay-per-view on the special on a Friday on the network and have every champion, or almost all the championships defended.
Not the women's championships, because they don't like that shit over there.
And a 50-man not a 40-man like we had that Del Rio one, but a 50-man battle royal, which Chris Jericho will be there for.
Yeah, Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle have were today announced for that. So yeah.
We move on to SmackDown, which was tonight as we are recording, and we opened.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday, you know what I mean, man.
It was yesterday. We're recording this now.
We're not
Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Dating house. We're dating this anyway. Leave me alone. We find out that Paige is the new SmackDown general manager.
Yeah, and I was surprised to see it, but I like it.
Yeah. I was expecting Jeff Jarrett, but we don't want more TNA type shenanigans with him in charge.
A lot of people were thinking Hogan for some reason.
Please no. Let me tell you something, brother. Paige's first act as general manager was to have AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan in the main event. Oh my God, Justin.
It was just hearing that announcement, just like, oh my, And like when she first said that Daniel Bryan was gonna have a match, she was like against, and then she wanted the crowd. I'm pretty sure she wanted the crowd to chant AJ from the beginning.
Yes,
but they chanted Rusev Day instead. So she's like against, and then they start chanting AJ, and she's like against AJ.
It's like the audience forgot that AJ was a thing, and that we should be having AJ versus Daniel Bryan. Not just AJ versus Rusev.
Just think, Rusev is so over that he was the one they wanted originally for Daniel Bryan to face. He was the first thought that came to their fucking mind, and he got pinned by Jinder.
Yep. Since Paige is the new general manager of SmackDown, and since the shakeup is coming next week, to keep things PG, do we move New Day to Raw?
Yes. I feel like what they're going to do is move one or two people. I feel like they're going to finally split New Day.
I was thinking about that earlier, but I wasn't entirely sure. Well, of course, you would have to move Woods. Because... Speaking of Woods, I really wish that he wrestled more.
Yeah, he's good. He's actually really good and just fucking built.
That honor roll into the Samoan drop.
Yes, that was very good. Very, very, very good.
And it's just the sheer fact that New Day and the Usos, they never disappoint, even on free TV.
Yeah, they every fucking match they have so much chemistry together. They're so good together, and they just keep having match after match. And then this one, I was like, oh, okay, it's just a regular SmackDown match. Probably won't be anything great. And then they fucking end up having this goddamn amazing match, and it's just calm down.
The Usos win in their match to, you get their rematch against the Bludgeon Brothers because, of course, why not have the champions use their rematch clause and have them actually work for it, unlike on Raw where Miz just gets his. But, even Roman gets a rematch and he lost. He didn't lose his title, but he lost.
Yeah, he just lost the match. He wasn't champion heading in.
We got Naomi and Natalya for reasons, which Naomi won and celebrated with her ovaries trophy in which she kissed it.
Kiss them ovaries. She
kissed them ovaries. Renee's jacket is something else I wanted to point out. That jacket, Renee. Look little like a little macho there. Brandy Savage. That's Bailey's gimmick. Can't take her gimmick, Renee.
Can't take it. Can't steal it. Can't steal Macho Man's gimmick from Bailey.
Nakamura, we get his first interview promo as a heel.
Oh my god, so good.
And just Shinsuke is a heel. We've needed this sooner.
Sorry, no speak English.
The fact that he waited until he got to a question that he did not want to answer from Renee to say that.
It's amazing.
I want it to be a running gag.
I am so excited for fucking heel Shinsuke.
But are you more excited for heel Shinsuke or for the iconic duo debuting?
Oh god, I fucking came.
But Justin, were you more excited for the iconic duo debuting or Carmella's cash-in?
You know, there was just a lot of jizz happening. Just a lot of it. A lot going all over the place. Splooshin. I would use the term splooshin to describe it.
Mm-hmm. So, what would be the term you would use after Carmella won her cash-in?
I believe that would be some sort of explosion of some sort. I am a big fan of Carmella. A big fan of Peyton Royce as well. I like Billy too. Although she wasn't in the Battle Royal for some reason. That was weird. Yeah. I'm a fan of both of them, and I fucking love Carmella. So her finally cashing in. Yes.
But the excitement decided to die down a bit when we got a match, a triple threat to determine who will be facing Jinder at Backlash, supposedly, for his United States title, where Rusev Day was still over as fuck, but Rusev Day was put to an end prematurely again.
Randy won. Let's move on to the next thing.
Yep. So, Carmella had her first post-win of the championship interview where she channeled the fuck out of Alexa Bliss.
She did. Pulling that whole, heartfelt, oh my god, I'm so happy that I won, and then just being like, man, yeah, fuck it, just kidding, bitch.
I love Carmella. She's just so, Alexa is just, her promos, you can just tell she's bitchy.
Yeah.
Carmella is just a whole asshole.
Whole asshole.
And just, I know people don't like it, and they say they turn their TVs down. Hi, Mike. But, Carmella screams are my favorite part of her gimmick.
I love it. Especially, it was during, I think, the Women's Royal Rumble, where I think Nia Jax was going after her, and she was just fucking screaming in fear.
Her screaming at the goddamn referee earlier. Was that Mike Chioda?
Probably. Oh, yeah, I think it was. Who just fucking... He was like, what do you want me to do with this thing? What was this briefcase for? I don't know what this is for.
She dragged Chioda from the middle of the ramp into the ring as she was in mid-run, and he was still confused.
Why was he so confused? You've seen Money in the Bank before. You know what it is.
I'm pretty sure he's helped with cash-ins before.
You just look at the fucking timekeeper over there, you're like, hey, ring the bell, and there you go. That's it.
But, sad thing about SmackDown after Ember Moon, Authors of Pain, Lashley, No Way Jose, Jeff Hardy, and Samoa Joe. We didn't get many call-ups on SmackDown, as we said.
Did get a very good one, though.
We did get a very good one. And
their new tits.
And their new tits.
I'm still sad about that.
More than likely, we will be getting call-ups with the shake-up like we did last year. So, I mean, it's nothing to be worried about, because they still had the surprises like Raw gave us. It's just they weren't call-ups, except for Billy and Peyton.
Yeah. There was Carmella cashing in, which I just, oh my, yeah.
Paige, and then Daniel and AJ, which gave me chills. Again.
Yes. Daniel and AJ, oh my god. Like, that's a match we never thought was going to happen, because AJ debuted after Daniel was supposedly retired for good.
Yeah. There's a lot of spots that I was like, okay, you're just testing the fuck out of that head, aren't you? Like, one in particular at the end when Shinsuke Nakamura decided he wanted to interfere and Kinshasa the fuck out of the back of Daniel Bryan's head.
Yeah. This guy wasn't cleared? This guy wasn't cleared for 3 years?
Yeah.
My ass, he wasn't cleared for 3 years.
It's just the fact that Daniel is... There's just no testing anything. It's just like, no. Do any and everything. Just do whatever you feel is the correct move to use right here. If I get hurt, fuck it. Just fuck it.
Doesn't give a fuck. He to this day maintains not giving a fuck.
Yeah. But AJ won by disqualification?
Daniel won.
Daniel won by disqualification, yeah. Daniel won by disqualification. So in my theory, at some point, unless Daniel was somehow sent to Raw in the shakeup, I'm expecting a triple threat at some point.
Oh my god.
There's so much money in a triple threat with these three.
Yes, it would be so fucking good. And that's honestly where it seems like they're heading.
Yeah.
Unless one of them gets drafted, which probably won't happen.
Yeah. I feel like those three, you just keep them on SmackDown. Those three are where they're going to head SmackDown in a certain direction over the course of this next year, quote unquote, for WWE.
Yeah. This has been more than an hour.
This has been an hour and 15 minutes at this point.
Yes. Okay, so I think we should probably wrap it up about now.
Yeah, that was actually my last note.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, so it's a lot of wrestling happening. It was WrestleMania
week. A lot
of
wrestling. Yeah.
And a lot of good shit. Some not so good, but I would say a lot more good than not so good.
Yeah. WrestleMania week has been weird, if anything.
It's strange, but there's been a lot of fun stuff happening. Gargano and Ciampa, to me, is the match of the week,
yeah.
And possibly the match of the year. It was, so good.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I don't know how, do you have a note for how to end this?
No.